Hey guys, today I have some peanut butter and celery. And I have some watermelon flavored water. I wasn't really in the mood, like I'm hungry, but I wasn't really in the mood for anything that I have right now. Like I have lots of chicken, eggs, avocado, vegetables. I could have made a low carb tortilla pizza. I wasn't really in the mood for any of that. But I figured before I spent too much time worrying about what I was going to eat, I better just eat something. Or else I was going to get into that mind frame of, oh my god, all I want's pizza or Jack in the Box or something. And I could get like a burger with no bun or something at Jack in the Box, but I just got a bunch of groceries yesterday. So really shouldn't spend extra money on things like that. At least not for a couple days, you know. That's probably one of the hardest adulting type things. You know, there's always that temptation after you've been out grocery shopping, and by the time you get it home and put it all away, and you don't feel like cooking anything, so you're like, oh, let's order a pizza or something. And I know a lot of people do that, and I've done that a lot too. Either that or you go grocery shopping and you bring home McDonald's or something and you wolf it down before you put stuff away. We did that once or twice too. But yeah, that's one of the sucky parts of being an adult. Obviously, there's a lot of sucky things about being an adult, and a lot of them are a lot more sucky than this one. But it does suck knowing that as the adult, you cannot always eat like a kid or a teenager. You can't eat McDonald's every other day. You can't order a pizza 3 times a week. You can't go spend a ton of money on groceries and then the next 2 nights eat out for dinner. I mean, you can do all of this stuff, but you're supposed to try and be responsible and A, eat a little bit healthier, and B, try and not spend so much money, and I guess C, set a better example for your kids. Celery is definitely not my favorite, but with some peanut butter or cream cheese, I'll eat it. We never had like huge family Thanksgivings growing up. I think there was only one year that we gathered together at my aunt and uncle's house, and we had a big Thanksgiving where they had normal American type Thanksgiving food, and then they had Italian food because my uncle was Italian, and that was pretty neat. But most of the time it was literally just my mom, my dad, and us three kids, so it wasn't really, and almost other than the fact that we would eat a big meal all at once, it didn't really, and watch the parade, I guess, it didn't feel very much like any other day. But anyway, so my mom would make little appetizers, just there'd be different types of nuts, a cheese ball with crackers, and we'd do a lot of munching on cream cheese and celery. You know, as a kid who was very shy and antisocial and not very huggy, lovey-dovey, I was happy and grateful that we didn't do a lot of huge family get-togethers. You know, I was the type of kid that you had to drag with you to visit relatives, and it was like kicking and screaming to get me to talk to relatives on the phone type of thing. Not literal kicking and screaming, but you know. But now that I'm an adult, and I'm 38 years old, and my grandmother passed when I was pregnant with my son in 2004. My uncle passed a few years ago, the Italian one. My other uncle has a lot of issues related to his diabetes and something called Agent Orange from Vietnam. He's lost a couple of toes, and he suffers from neuropathy really bad. And everybody's getting older, and I haven't, up until 2 summers ago, I hadn't seen my aunt and uncle on my mother's side for something like 20 years. And I don't know when the next time is that I'll see them again. So all that being said, as an adult, I'm sad now. I'm sad that I'm not as close with my cousins as a lot of other people seem to be. I'm not as close with my aunts and uncles and my grandparents, as a lot of other people seem to be. And we're all scattered all over the US now. And everyone's getting older. And like it feels like time's running out. I don't know, it's depressing. Time moves very, very fast. And the older I get, the more often I say it. You know, my son is going to be 15 in June. And I just can't believe it. On my Facebook, the memories will pop up. And the other day, it talked about how it was 8 years ago, on the 13th, that he had his little Valentine's Day party in first grade. That got me right in the gut, because that seems like it was yesterday. And once he turned 10, his personality completely changed. And he started to go through puberty and become his own person. So by now he is a completely different kid than he was when he was younger, and that's how it's supposed to be. But it is just so strange. It's strange knowing that those times were awesome when he was in first and second grade and I would volunteer in the classroom. And he wanted to be around me 24/7, to knowing that I'm not going to get those times back. And now it's his turn to be responsible for himself in a lot of ways. It's just, I don't know. It's far out. Anyway, guys, I'm finished. So I will talk to you later.